It's a great day for a motor vlog, and today we have a special one for you. I get asked all the time what kind of bike I ride and why I chose this bike, and that's what we're going to talk about today. But first, I need your help. I need everybody to go in the comments below and tell me what software that they use to edit videos for YouTube, motor vlogs, any kind of videos. So that first video uploaded, I used CapCut, and I really wasn't satisfied with how CapCut operates, but that may be my ability to just operate a video software. I've been having thoughts about purchasing Final Cut Pro because I do use Mac as my main computer, but it's a lot of money, and I want to know what people think about what I should use. If there's a better program out there that I can use, an easier program, something to make it more fluid, please let me know in the comments below. Alright, let's get back to the video. So we're going to talk about what kind of bike I have and why I chose it. So for those of you that don't know, I ride a 2022 Harley Davidson Sportster 883, and I bought it brand new in October of last year. And I bought this bike for a couple of reasons. The main reason is it's affordable. This bike is around $12,000, brand new off the showroom floor, and for me and a lot of other people, especially nowadays with the recession, that's about all we can afford. And you know, if you own a Harley, or you've been looking at Harleys, looking to buy a Harley recently, you know that other bikes are considerably more expensive, but they are expensive for a reason. I mean, a lot of those other bikes, the touring bikes especially, they have a lot more features than this bike. It's got radio, cruise control. This bike has none of that. And that leads me to the other reason why I bought this bike is because this fits my riding style. I don't do a whole lot of long haul motorcycle riding. I don't go on trips on a motorcycle for 2 or 3 days at a time doing thousands of miles. I mainly ride around town and on these backcountry roads where there's not a whole lot of people to kill me. So this fits me, and this fits the riding that I do. I typically don't ride over 100 miles because by the time I ride 100 miles, my ass is so numb that I need to get off anyway. And that could be because I have the stock seat. But anyway, also, if you have a Sportster, comment below on what's a good seat, because I'm kind of looking to get off of this stock seat. It's been a good seat, but I would like something a little bit more comfortable. I have had this since October of last year, so I feel like this seat's pretty much broken in at this point. It's just not getting any better. So anyway, that's really the main reason that I bought this bike. Now, I have done a lot of, I wouldn't say a lot, but I have done a few things to this bike as well to make it fit me better, because you always have to make your motorcycle fit you and your riding style. I don't understand why people buy stock Harley Davidsons and leave them stock and enjoy it. If that's you, I don't mean to offend you, but you're really missing out on the aftermarket world and making the bike your own. So I have done some mods to this. The first thing I did was put all LED lights on it and a Daymaker LED front headlight. I don't understand why in 2022 that Harley Davidson is still selling motorcycles with halogen bulbs on headlights and turn signals. It really baffles me because it is a safety issue. So I went out to Harley and I paid $500 something for this LED headlight, and then I bought the other turn signal lights from Custom Dynamics. So I think that's a must. If you have this bike, you definitely need to do that. You probably can get by on the halogen bulb for a while, but I would definitely recommend updating your LED turn signals. They're really not that much money. Another thing I did was get new handlebars. Those stock handlebars on this bike were just absolutely terrible. I remember when I first got the bike, I would go riding for about 30 minutes and my back was just destroyed. So I actually went to Harley and got these handlebars. These are the chiseled handlebars from Harley. And I really don't understand why they don't just put these on the motorcycle stock. I mean, I guess I understand why, is because people have different tastes. But to have this with as an option might not be a bad idea. I would have definitely chose this option if it was available. The other thing I put on here was exhaust. The stock exhaust on Harleys are, let's just say, laughable. After riding around for 3 months with it sounding like a sewing machine, I just could not take it anymore and I had to go get exhaust. I went with the Bassani Radial sweepers, and man, these things are loud and I love them. They have a good sound to this. They really waken up this bike. And obviously the other things I did was I added an air cleaner and a FP4 tune. And I think if you have, I think any Harley Davidson, you need to at least go with the stage 1. You need to get an air cleaner, exhaust, and a tune, and it really opens this bike up to a whole nother level. It's a whole different beast once you do those 3 things. Now, if you want to get even more, then go with the stage 2, maybe a stage 3, or a stage 4. I think they offer up to 4. But that's what I would recommend. I would recommend at least a stage 1 on any Harley Davidson. The other thing I kind of want to talk about is the stigma of Sportster riders. I see a lot of stuff on the internet about people who ride Sportsters versus baggers and other bikes, and it's just kind of ridiculous to me. I don't understand why people can't just buy a bike that they love and ride it and not worry about what everybody else on the internet is saying. I mean, back in the day, it used to just be you rode what you had, everybody got along. But I think there's a big problem with the Harley Davidson community, and I'm not bashing the Harley Davidson community, but I think there are people out there that if you don't have a high performance bagger, if you ride another bike like a Sportster or a 48 or a smaller bike, that you're not considered in Harley Davidson culture. And I think it's just ridiculous. I think we all bought these bikes, Harley, because of the culture. We all like Harley. We all have a common theme. And I think everybody should just get along. So I say that to say, don't let anybody on the internet tell you what to ride. Don't even let me tell you. I'm not trying to persuade anybody to buy this bike or buy a bike like this. Buy the bike that fits you. Buy the bike that you want to ride and that you're happy with, that you can afford. And that's all that matters. So I'm trying to decide what I can do next to this bike, or what I want to do next to it. I think eventually what I want to do is do a 1200 conversion. While this bike is fun and it does have quite a bit of power, I do kind of want a little more power. And that's the thing about buying an 883 versus another big bike, is if you're a new rider, it's a good bike. But I will say, you will grow out of it very quickly. I was probably riding this bike for maybe 2 months and I already kind of felt like I grew out of it. But it still doesn't mean that this isn't a fun bike anymore. That's just plans I want for the future. most people would probably tell you to get a bike that you can grow into for many years and have some longevity, and I agree with that. That makes a lot of sense. But if you are looking for a good first bike that is relatively cheap and will give you a lot of fun, you should check out the Iron. Alright, well, I hope this was a good video. It would be great if you smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know. Again, I am looking for some editing software. I'm thinking about getting Final Cut Pro because I don't like CapCut. So let me know what you guys use, and I will take that in consideration. Catch you all in the next one. Peace.